Time is very interesting. Unlike past relationships, it is quite inescapable and unavoidable. This does make it unifying. Every single person living on Earth experiences 86,400 seconds, that is 1,440 minutes, or 24 hours in one day. No more, no less. Time is not buyable. Unfortunately, extra time cannot be found in any fountain of youth. Of course, the time one individual spends living does vary. Not everyone's hourglass was filled with the same amount of sand. However, this does not alter the unifying aspect of time, for there are three states of time: past, present, and future, of which all once alive, alive today, or yet to be alive are a part of. Now, if time is touched by all men, or rather, touches all men itself, is it, or can it be owned by someone? As humans, we walk this earth with an air of entitlement and ownership over things, objects, ideas, even other beings. I am entitled to the right to vote. I am entitled to life. It's my body, I own it. It's my time, I own it. Human entitlement and ownership are called into question in C.S. Lewis's novel, Screwtape Letters. Screwtape, an elder demon, writes letters containing advice to a younger, less experienced demon in the art of demonization, or turning humans to the dark side, if you will. Lives of men are really a series of reactions involving encounters with God and attacks of the devil. To quote Mr. Screwtape himself, when comparing the opposing views of man between his father, the devil, and the enemy, God.
We want cattle who can finally become food. He wants servants who can finally become sons. We want to suck in. He wants to give out. We are empty and would be filled. He is full and flows over. Our war aim is a world in which our Father below has drawn all other beings into himself. The enemy wants a world full of beings united to him but still distinct.
All power, all the eternal entitlement, is solely in the hands of God and under the attack of Satan. Opposing forces clash. They fight for the right of an individual. Man is merely a chess piece in the game of good and evil. So, if man is under no internal entitlement, then why do we, as humans, experience such a personal attachment to time? We have feelings of lost time. We wish for more time. We long for a time where things are better than they are now. This bond to time is often the root of our unhappiness and disillusion, because we fail to see that the key to eternity, a state in which time has no application, is hidden in living in the present. You may be thinking, well, of course we're living in the present. We are currently watching this video. But when you break down your thought life, where are you actually living? Some people dwell in the past, frozen, stuck in the memories of yesteryears, or searching aimlessly for answers to life's questions that cannot be found. They are merely prodding dead beings that can no longer speak. Across the time spectrum, we have those who live in the future, in pursuit of the rainbow's end, never honest, nor kind, nor happy, now, but always using every real gift which is offered to them in the present as mere fuel for the future. But the future is imaginary, always receding as you move towards it. Living in the future is where all hope, worry, and fear reside. 90% of your upset tummies come from thinking about an upcoming presentation in English, while the other 10% comes from your mother's meatloaf that you ate last night. Sorry, Mom. The danger that comes from living in the past or the future is that you are consumed with what has happened or what could happen, instead of what is happening. The present is where time intersects eternity. God is always doing. He has never done and never will do. God is not a part of time. In eternity, He experiences no beginnings and no ends. Essentially, He is always in a present-like state. As far as on earth, within the limits of time and space, the present is where you fall in love. The present is where you find salvation, where you receive the joy that comes from serving, giving, and being in community with others. It's where action happens, where change happens, where making a difference happens. It's where you can safely dream and plan for the future without giving yourself false hope or worrying about things that you can't control. You do not own the time you are part of, but you have been given an opportunity to do something with it. You may be a momentary carbon story from ashes and dust, but when does dust ever have a chance to live the life that you can live? As you live in the present without a sense of entitlement, as you let go of false ownership of things on this earth, as you begin to live with and for others, you begin to weave yourself into the fabric of timelessness that is eternity.